Radio Rahim with Super Zab Judah. You know, I got to tell you, man, I get excited when I see you because obviously we're friends, but I also know that you only come out for the real fights. You only come out when boxing is about to perform at a very, very high level. Right. So you're one of the icons in the sport, one of the people that we really cherish your career and legacy. And now we're seeing a new era in boxing, I believe, that this Riyadh season environment and the kind of fights that we're getting back to back. I don't know that I've seen a time when we were getting this consistent big fights that we want to see. Do you agree?
Listen, man, like I was saying to the people earlier, His Excellency is coming over here. He's changing traditional boxing, and he's bringing on big nights, like explosion. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Big stuff. Even eventing, the way they had the fights last night over at the pier, the way they had the face-off, the weigh-ins. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like it's not done in the traditional stance that we're used to. So when it's different, sometimes it's always good.
I just talked to Riddick Bowe. He was a generation before you. Now I'm talking to you. Every generation's like, man, I wish it was like that when I was fighting. Do you feel like this is something that you might have missed out on, or did you like your era was like the last time we really, I think, were excited about the sport like we're about to be excited now?
I think that my era prepared this era to come. I think without us doing what we did, there would be no this. So, you know, with that being said, I mean, like I'm just happy to be a part of this situation now, doing the things that I'm doing, still be here and be vibrant to sit down and watch the fights and take part of it. Yeah.
People talk about Terence Crawford like he's a throwback fighter. I hear people compare him to Marvin Hagler. You know, he's a man of few words. He's starting to get a little bit more expressive now, but he really just loves fighting and has that kind of like gritty approach. Do you see him in that light, or is there another fighter from a different era that he reminds you of?
I think that Terence Crawford is the best Terence Crawford that we got to see today. And I think that he's unique and he's different in his own way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's came along and done things that other fighters have never done. He's gone on 2 times undisputed, you know what I'm saying? Two weight classes. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to give him his own originality. You know what I'm saying? We can't say he was Joe Louis because Joe Louis was Joe Louis. You know, nobody could be Joe Louis. You know what I'm saying? Is he a throwback in the greatest of his era right now? Yes, he is. Is he soul snatching these guys up right now? Yes, he is. Every time out we seen Terence Crawford around, we seen him destroy guys. Think about it. Think about the last time we seen Terence Crawford have a regular 12-round fight. We got a decision, and it was a hard decision to match up. Everybody he's fought, he destroyed.
Are we gonna see that again this Saturday night?
Tomorrow night we're gonna see the same thing. Same thing.
We are all.
That's what I'm going on. I can only base you off of the last thing you've done. The last thing he's done was what? Earl Spence? Oh my God, that was phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Right? Everybody must say that was a treat to boxing. You know what I'm saying? To see that happen. No disrespect to Earl. It happened to be him, but we seen a fighter rise to the occasion to the next level. So he said he was the favorite.
Yeah,
so it was a landslide. But those guys were great fighters.
I'm not taking anything away from him from being the favorite. I'm just saying that this might be the first time he is doubted if he's facing Canelo at 68, because they're seeing that as somebody who could beat him and should beat him at 168 pounds.
Listen, in that fight, only thing separates the fight is the weight class. As far as the skills, the more weight Terence gains, his skills go with him. You know what I'm saying? His skills he's not gonna forget how to hook, how to jab, how to step. He's not gonna forget none of that shit. He's gonna just go up in weight class. Only thing that can separate that fight and make it a little uneven is the weight classes. If Terence is able to get saturated and comfortable at a good weight class where he can handle, because he probably won't never go up all the way up to the weight class. As long as he gets to a comfortable weight where he's able to handle the weight that Canelo's throwing around.
What about the skills Canelo throws around? He knows how to jab and hook and step.
Canelo does great skills. But when we're comparing the skills of Terence Crawford compared to Canelo, landslide.
Landslide. Wow.
Landslide, in my book.
Okay.
In my book.
Okay.
Canelo has great head movement. Canelo has great defense. Canelo has great combinations, a good jab. But for the guys that he's fought, not a Terence Crawford.
Let's talk about the heavyweight division. You know, we got a rematch coming up in December. We saw the undisputed Usyk and Fury.
Right.
When it happens again in December, do we see something different?
I don't know. I don't know.
Do you-
It's weird because it looked like Fury didn't even train, right? It looked like he came in there like he wasn't prepared to the best of his ability. That's what I say.
Do you have a favorite heavyweight right now? Just some like is one of these guys like man? Not saying he's the best. I'm just saying a guy you like to watch.
I go back and watch my old Tyson tapes.
Well, Tyson got a fight coming up, so I guess
I watch all the old Tyson fights, man, because we in an era right now where it's very shaky. We don't even know who has control right now. The ball is being placed on top of a mountain and everybody's looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Because there is nobody that's controlling the rock right now. If the heavyweight division understand what I'm saying. And even the competitors, they can tell you there is no real king of heavyweight division right now.
I mean, Usyk would have to be the king right now. He's
he beat one guy.
Undisputed. No,
he beat one guy. Who?
He beat Joshua and Fury, and
Okay,
he's undisputed, even though they stripped him with the IBF and all that technically. But you know what I mean.
Okay.
You got to put Usyk at the top of that mountain for sure.
I give him that.
But to your point, there are a lot of competitive heavyweights that are still in the conversation, and even on Saturday night, we've got a couple of heavyweight fights where guys who want to be in that conversation. Are you paying much attention to the heavyweight fights on this card, like Jarrell Miller and Andy Ruiz?
I'm watching these guys, but see me, I like to watch. See me, I'm a fan of skills. I'm throwback. I'm a fan of skills. Skills pay the bills. When I see a fighter in there that I look like can dominate and can control the game at any level, that's when I go, whoa, look at that guy. I haven't seen it yet. Have you seen it?
I mean, I would have to say Usyk, yeah.
Okay, one guy. That's it. Okay, one guy we seen. But, I mean, I don't know. I just probably started following Usyk probably last fight. The last fight was really the first time that I sat down and watched the whole Usyk fight. You know what I'm saying? So he's new in my book. You know what I'm saying? But out of all of the other heavyweights that's in the division right now, nobody got the rock.
Shakur Stevenson's bumping around here this week. He's looking for a promoter. He's looking for a fight.
Right.
And the Tank Davis fight is the one that I think everybody agrees is the biggest fight for either one of them right now. First of all, the criticism that he got going out the door of his top-ranked contract in these last couple of fights, saying that he's not exciting, it's a boring fight, he's not going to be a star fight in that way. How do you think of that when you hear that criticism and see him fight?
Listen, man, I came from the school of Pernell Whitaker. And Pernell Whitaker was he lived by the rules of boxing, hit and not be hit. And when he did that to the best of his ability, the world didn't like him. Pernell Whitaker won fights that everybody said were boring. He didn't win it. Why? Because he did everything perfect. You know what I'm saying? Shakur Stevens, he's sticking by the rules of boxing right now, hit and not be hit. It may not be so pretty. It may not be so enjoyable. He's getting the job done in great fashion. So you got to just say, take your hat off to the people that love the skill part of boxing can appreciate that. People that likes the knockouts and the barbarousness of boxing, they're going to appreciate something else.
I would say Tank has the opposite branding, right?
I would say he's a knockout artist. I mean, he's something that I don't care if you watch boxing or don't watch boxing. When you take the 10 minutes to watch the knockout that Tank puts on, you become a fan.
So when those two kind of styles and mentalities clash, and these two particular guys, what happens?
Something great is gonna happen. Because now you have aggression mixed with skills, which is gonna put on some fireworks.
Do you have an opinion about who wins that fight?
See, I don't have an opinion yet because the fight is not realistic yet. The fight is not inked in on paper yet. So I would hate to give my 2 cents on something that never happens.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I might cut that part out because I don't want people giving me that answer.
Yeah. See that? I got cut out.
We just had a conversation a little bit about Mike Tyson, 60 years old, facing Jake Paul.
58.
Okay.
Brooklyn. We need them 2 years. 2 years.
But by November, is he like 59?
I'm jacking that. 2
All right.
years. And his birthday is in June. So that's right. So he's 58. That's right.
Okay.
He got a whole year to lap the globe before that.
Is a 58-year-old Mike Tyson beating Jake Paul?
Possibility, 100%. From the information that I got from Mike Tyson, Jake Paul is going night-night.
Tell us what don't we know?
He's going night-night. That's it. Just know that.
Have you seen him train? Have you been in there? Like,
listen, I talked to Big Bro. He's never lied to me. Not about no fighting. He's never lied to me. He said he's going night-night.
Well, I'm talking to Big Bro. He says Jake Paul's going night-night. We're going to see you ringside tomorrow, I'm sure. We'll talk to you about what we see at the end of the night. Yeah. Always a pleasure, always an honor. Radio Rahim with Zab Judah.